From China to the world, from the Philippines' Binondo Intramuros Bridge to Vietnam's spectacular New Year show, Asia Pacific comes alive as the Chinese New Year brings across the region. This is Blast Off 2026, the Chinese New Year edition, ITV New Year Special.
Good evening everyone and a joyful happy New Year all of us celebrate across the globe. So we welcome you now to Blast Off Edition with me, Boyang Wampir, and tonight we are joining millions of families across the Asia Pacific region as we welcome a brand new Lunar New Year at 12 of midnight. So from the celebrations in China through TV to the dazzling light television in Hong Kong to the historic district of Binondo in to the grand celebration in Seoul, South Korea, and Hanoi, Thailand, and beyond. So the entire region is glowing in red and gold, symbolizing prosperity, happiness, and good fortune. Fireworks are lighting up the night sky, bombs are echoing through city streets, and families are gathered together to celebrate tradition, unity, and new beginnings. So after beginning this special broadcast, let's look first at what our new Lunar New Year has in us. So it's time for our horoscope update, where we guide you through the what fortune, career, love, and health may for each zodiac sign in the year ahead. So babasahin ko po each of the Chinese zodiac, and bukod pa dito, bukod pa dyan ay sasabihin ko rin kung in lucky color and lucky number. So ito na, babasahin ko na po. For Year of the Rat, din sa love, the influence of celestial weeping star can create or in relationship. Married rats may find themselves in more arguments than usual, while singles might feel less supported by family or friends. Pagdating sa career, work matters feel to step forward, one step back with effort not always bringing immediate reward. The fourth year speed tests the rat's patience and minor disputes upon oversights good surface. Pagdating sa road, the clash with Tai Shui and the main star both warn them of money slipping away through unexpected expenses of poor planning, financial fluctuate to avoid speculate investments and stick conservative strategies. Pagdating sa health, the star of disaster and calamity represent in your palace advises extra caution for rats, water, fire, and sharp objects pose higher risk as such affect the heart, eyes, brain, kidney, or digestive system. At para sa Year of the Rat, ang magiging lucky number ay green at ang lucky number ay 4. Para naman sa Year of the Ox, pagdating sa love, the flying blade, star cloud, emotions, creative moments of sharp tension, powerfully lock horns over small matters with single oxen, feel uncertainly when sparks fly. Pagdating sa career at work, the whole year pace may feel like we urge to thought when you rather pull steadily. Rivalries or office politics rise, but the ox persistent with the long game. Pagdating sa wealth, financial flow, modest stability, but the influence of cataclysmic collapse, star warn against risky ventures. Quick profits that seem tempting may in truth be hidden trap. And in health, the celestial adverse star suggests paying close attention to your health, digestive, cardiovascular, and heart issues may surface if you push yourself too hard. So, para sa Year of the Ox, ang lucky color ay white at ang lucky number ay 2. Para sa Year of the Tiger, sa love, the arrival of celestial champion and celestial malignity stars may trigger mood swings, making you more withdrawn or stubborn in love and relationships. Partners might notice your tendency to retreat into yourself. Sa career, work matters feel like a battlefield at times. Frequent changes in colleagues and supervisors. The presence of rivals may stir competition and high-pressure environments could test your patience. Sa wealth, the white tiger signals the white tiger star signals caution in finances. White financial prospect may look bright on the surface. Hidden traps and unexpected expenses could chip away at savings. At pagdating sa health, emotional ups and downs may leave you restless with symptoms like insomnia, palpitations, or vivid dreams. Stress management is key to maintain balance in the horse year. Para sa year of the tiger, ang magiging lucky color ay gold at magiging lucky call number ay 6. Yan. Para sa year of the rabbit, para sa love, it is highlight talaga ang love. The beach lots of star lights up the charm and of Bingo Rabbit, especially around May and October. New encounters may lead to lasting connections and wedding bells are not out of question. Sa career, the clash with Tai Shui may generate delays, disagreements, or project stealing at inconvenient moments. These are not career-ending issues, but gentle reminders to stay flexible and diplomatic. Pagdating sa wealth, finances may see a slow drip this year with the minor loss star bringing unexpected expenses such as phone repairs, household appliance, maintenance, car scratches, individually negligible, but together they can be draining. And in health, the presence of the sickness token star signals rabbits may face stress-related issues like anxiety, insomnia, or even skin flare-up. The breaking clash of the wood element of rabbit and the fire element of horse intenses this potentially affected immunity. So, ingat-ingat po dyan sa ating mga tao natin pinanak sa Year of the Rabbit. Pero ang magiging lucky color ninyo ay pink at ang magiging lucky number ay number 8. Para naman sa Year of the Dragon, pagdating sa love, the story of our tale may test your patience in relationships, creating moments of distance or miscommunication. Single dragons may find it tricky to connect, while couples might feel occasional cool winds in romance. Sa career-wise, things look better than last year through not without bumps. The heavily dog and morning guest stars may bring unexpected workplace dramas or changes at home that ripple into your professional life. Pagdating sa wealth, if we outlook suggests both caution and opportunity with one of the star of 8 ministers counterbalancing multiple ominous ones. Dragons should be particularly prudent and with investments and lending. Sa kalusugan, influenced by thoughts of morning guests and leopard's tail, health is an area to watch in 2026 for dragons. These stars highlight not only on your own well-being but also the health of your loved ones. Para sa dragon, ang magiging lucky color ay blue at ang magiging lucky number ay 5. Para naman sa Year of the Snake, sa love, the red phoenix star signals magnetic charm and genuine chances for romance. Single snakes may encounter romantic spark through social events, travel, or the introduction of friends with potential for lasting and meaningful partnerships. Sa career, with auspicious speed from the heavenly solution star, snakes will discover that barriers suddenly feel less daunting, allowing them to rise in visibility and influence at work. Novel supporters may step in to guide you at pivotal moments. Sa wealth, financial prospects look promising as career successes translate into material gains. Salary rises, bonuses, or project profits are highly likely, especially if you lean into innovation and networks built on your popularity. Sa health, the presence of a sickness target star reminds you to guard your well-being. Stress, mood swings, or overwork could take their toll and there is a need to watch out for minor injuries or accidents this year. So, ingat po dyan sa mga Year of the Snake na mga tao po dito. And ang magiging lucky color ay red at ang magiging number ay 9. Sa Year of the Horse, ang ating Chinese New Year theme, the Year of the Horse. Pagdating sa love, romance runs hot in your zodiac year with plenty of attention coming your way. The romance love is strong but not every spark should turn into fire. Sa career, your Beng Mingyan magnifies both your strengths and weakness. The Kimen Donja chart shows open door energy this year, meaning chances for big breakthroughs are on the table. Wealth. Finances in 2026 are closely tied to your career progress. Gains come through persistent, not shortcut, and careful financial management is essential. Health. Your biggest challenge this year? Health and mood swings. The horse belongs to fire element and in 2026 the fire can blare too brightly, affecting the heart, the blood circulation, and the eye. So ingat po dyan. Ang ating magiging lucky color ay orange at ang magiging lucky number ay 3. Paano naman sa pinanak sa Year of the Goat? Pagdating sa love, single goats may find love into the potential for steady, long-term relationship. Your natural charm is amplified, making it easier to attract key connections. Sa career, the solar star brings visibility and recognition while the harmony of Tai Shui boosts collaborations. 2026 the year for goats to chase projects for partnerships and say yes to opportunities that expand your reach. Sa wealth, finances look bright in 2026, especially through collaborations and partnerships. Networking may lead to profitable ventures and you're likely to find yourself at the right place and time for new income streams. Sa health, your overall vitality improved compared with previous year. Small issues like headaches and colds may appear but are easily managed with timely care. Focus on balanced nutrition and regular outdoor activities to keep your body energized. Ayun, congratulations sa mga Year of the Goat dyan. Pero ingatan para ang kalusugan, syempre, ang ating lucky color ay peach. At ang ating lucky number ay 1. Paano naman sa pinanganak sa Year of the Monkey? Pagdating sa love, your romance luck shines brightly this year and you'll likely attract more attention than usual. So single monkeys may meet intriguing people in social gatherings or through friends, but it is a key to manage new relationships wisely. Sa career, the terrestrial morning star in your palace meet extra pressure and restlessness. But don't panic, a guided mentor or supporting colleague could lift you out of sticky situations. So wealth, financially 2026 would look promising for monkeys with both direct and indirect income on the table. Those who carefully track their finances and handle matters personally will see good returns. Sa health, the fiery horse here can heat up your system, leaving you vulnerable to stomach issues or feeling drained inside while still looking energetic outside. Take care with alcohol and spicy food and indulgence could upset your digestive system. So, hinay-hinay lang po mga kaibigan sa kinakain ninyo ha. Ang ating lucky color ay purple at ang lucky number ay 6. Paano naman sa Year of the Rooster? Sa love, romance takes the spotlight thanks to the glow of red phoenix, the love star. Single roosters may suddenly find themselves meeting someone special at a gathering or through friends. Sa career, roosters may experience the much effort, little gain effect this year. More energy and effort are expected to maintain in the current stream of income. Those who are innovative and adaptable will thrive. Sa wealth, financial luck looks a little wobbly, especially with weak indirect financial prospects. Avoid risky investments or areas you are not convenient in. Losses could otherwise come quickly. Sa health naman, overall health is stable with no major threats, yet the start of mishap advises caution around travel, driving, or activities with accident risk. Take your time when driving and avoid indulgence in alcohol and food. So hinay-hinay rin sa mga Year of the Rooster, lalo na sa mga pagkain, medyo hindi na kaganda sa kalusugan. Also, alcohol, sa mga lagi nagiinom dyan. Ang lucky color ay yellow at ang lucky number ay 7. Paano naman sa Year of the Dog? Isa po ako dyan sa mga pinaanak sa Year of the Dog. Ito ang masasabi ng Year of the Dog sa akin at sa lahat. Sa love, love takes a quieter rhythm in 2026. The horse fiery pace may push dogs to pour more energy into the career, leaving romance slightly overlooked, but opportunities still linger, especially if you choose to slow down and open your heart. Sa career, the dog inherent reliability combined with the presence of heavily solution star, which a year of breakthrough project that once thought suddenly move forward and supported mentors or colleagues may lend you a hand. Sa wealth, the minor loss star indicates unexpected expenses could arise, especially if dogs are careless with spending or tempted by flashy investments. play it safe with finances is the wise dog path in 2026. Pagdating sa health, the disabled star suggests dogs to prioritize health in 2026. Fatigue from overwork, low immunity, while small accidents or stomach-related issues may surface in your if your like is well-being. So, congratulations sa akin. Pero ingatan pa rin natin ang kalusugan, syempre. Priority natin ang health. Ang lucky color ay brown, ang lucky number ay 5. The pig. Pagdating sa love, the priority star can stir strong emotions, sometimes leading to impulsive choices. Single pig may experience a surge of romance and even find long-term partners. Wedding may blossom out of whirlwind love stories. In career, in 2026, pigs may feel tested at work as several challenging stars bring obstacles. At times, it could feel like progress is blocked or allies are hard to find. Sa wealth, financial luck flows more easily in 2026 for pigs. Regular income is steadily and opportunities for side earnings or investments may appear, especially in areas relating to timing like speculative stocks. At Lost Star advises you to take your well-being seriously, especially in the 3rd and the 7th lunar month. Early drift may show up into the digestive system or immune defenses, so pacing yourself is a key. Ayun, ingatan natin ang kalusugan sa ating mga pinaanak sa Year of the Pig. Ang lucky color ay yellow at ang lucky number ay 5. At yan po ang ating feng shui time, ang ating horoscope update. So with that, before we go off, may tip lang ako. If you want to get more of a horoscope thing, then close up. If you want to get more thing about horoscope, then pwede kayong mag-suggest na bisitahin yung social media pages ni Master Hans Kwa or mag-consulta kay Master Hans Kwa. Or even, pwede rin sa ibang mga feng shui experts para malaman din kung ano yung maging kapalaran mo for 2026 and the year ahead. Ayun. So with that, you're still watching the Blast of Chinese New Year 2026. We are live at the YouTube channel of EGTV and in Twitch.tv. Ayan. So later on, we are going on to South Korea for the countdown to Seollal. Yeah. So with that, we are talking more about Chinese New Year. So with that, I will go to a introduction to Chinese New Year. So ibabahagi ko sa inyo kung ano po ang Chinese New Year, ang pinakatawag sa Chinese New Year. So babasahin ko pong link is galing po sa Wikipedia. So Chinese New Year, also known as the Spring Festival, marks the beginning of the New Year on the traditional lunisolar Chinese calendar. It is one of the most important holidays in Chinese culture, and it is based on the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list in 2024, marking the end of winter and the beginning of spring. This festival takes place from Chinese New Year's Eve to the Lantern Festival, held on the 15th day of the year. The first day of the Chinese New Year falls on the new moon that appears between 21st January and 20 February. So, the Chinese New Year is associated with several myths and customs. The festival is traditionally a time to honor deities and ancestors. Throughout China, different regions celebrate the New Year with distinct local customs and traditions. Chinese New Year's Eve is an occasion for Chinese families to gather for an annual reunion dinner. Traditionally, every family would truly clean their house, symbolically sweeping away any ill fortune to make way for incoming good luck. Windows and doors may be decorated with red paper cuts and couplets representing themes such as good fortune, happiness, wealth, and longevity. And after other activities such as lighting fireworks and giving money in red envelopes. Speaking of red envelopes, ang tawag doon sa mga taga dito sa Pilipinas is ang pao. Mamaya pag-uusapan natin ng mga lamang. So Chinese New Year is also celebrated worldwide in regions and countries with significant overseas Chinese or Sinope Sinophone populations, especially in Southeast Asia. So Chinese New Year is influenced celebration commonly referred to collectively as Lunar New Year. In other countries such as Losar of Tibet, the Tet of Vietnam, the Sholal of Korea, and the Shogatsu of Japan, and the Ruk of the and the Ryukyu New Year. Hindi ko natindihan. Wiyuku New Year. At hindi ko naintindihan yung pangalan ng New Year sa Okinawan. Ayan. So by the way, speaking of Sholal, pag-uusapan naman natin ang Sholal. And later on, we are going to South Korea and we see what happens as they are going to celebrate Sholal. So Sholal is a Korean traditional festival and national holiday commemorating the first day of Korean lunisolar calendar. It is one of the most important traditional holidays for ethnic Koreans, being celebrated in both North and South Korea as well as Korean diaspora around the world. So during this time, many Koreans would visit their family, perform ancestral rites, wear the hanbok or chosunot, eat traditional food, and play traditional folk games. One of the most well-known practices in the current day is receiving money from their elders after performing a formal vow, a traditional likely adopted from Confucian custom. Ayun. So ano ba ang tawag dun sa traditional na formal vow? Ang tawag dito ay sabay. So sabay is a ritual of filial piety that is traditionally observed on Sholal. Dressed in traditional clothing, people wish their elders a happy new year by performing a deep traditional vow. Rites with more than one vow involved are usually for the deceased. And saying the word, say, hey, bok, money, badayo sayo. Say, bok, money, badayo sayo. Or please receive a lot of good fortune for the new year. So elders typically reward this gesture by giving children a New Year money or pocket money called Sebait Don, in silk bag made with beautiful traditional designs as well as offering words of wisdom. Historically, parents gave out rice cakes and fruit to their children. So ayun. So yan yung ginagawa ng mga taga South Korea kapag Shonal, especially yung Sebay kasi kailangan talaga nila na magbow or parang yung mga traditional ba ng mga Muslim, yung like parang magluluhod ka then ilagay yung kamay sa floor and yung head ibabaw mo as a sign of respect sa mga nakakatanda. So galing. And later on, we are going to South Korea as we are joining them to welcoming the National. And later on, around midnight Philippine Standard Time, we are going to China, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Binondo, Maynila for the Chinese New Year countdown. And around 1 o'clock in the morning, di ko lang alam kung kaya ko pa mag-energize mamaya kasi lahat kasi tulog. We are going to Vietnam for the Tet celebration. Ayun. And also, ayun. So, ayun. Mga kaibigan, time check. It is now 10:54 in the evening. Ayun. And we got few moments left in South Korea to celebrate Jolal. So now we are joining now to South Korea and we see some live pictures as we are welcoming Jolal. Okay. Tignan ko na siya via Twitch. Yung nangyari na yun sa South Korea. And later on, South Korea will now welcoming on to the Sholal. Medyo inaantay pa natin yung feed ng South Korea as we are joining them to celebrate Sholal. Time check para sa ating mga taga South Korea. It is now 11:55 in the evening. South Korea time. So while we are waiting for the Sholal, very traditional talaga yung Chinese New Year sa South Korea kasi syempre you need to give bow para bilang sign of respect sa nakakatanda. And also yung mga games dyan sa South Korea, meron din naglalaro din sila mga folk games such as Flying Rectangle Kite Code Yong, and they also played Checky Chagi, a game in which a like object is wrapped in paper or cloth and then kicked in a foot bag-like manner. So Korean women and girls would have traditionally played Pure Twiggy, a game of jumping on a seesaw, and Gonginori, a game played with 5 little gongs. So Top Spinning is also a traditional game played by children. At ang mga pagkain karaniwang kinakain sa South Korea kapag Sholal ay Tteokguk, Jeon, and Japchae. Okay, so let's see what's happening in South. By the way, trivia lang, uso-uso na yung sanggyeopsal, hindi lang sa South Korea, pati rin dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya karamihan sa mga restaurants na nakikita ko, may mga sanggyeopsal. Ayun. Unfortunately, we are not seeing what happened in South Korea. So instead, we are seen now by a special countdown counter. And we got 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. South Korea will welcome in the Chinese New Year or Sholal. So ayun, we time check muna tayo. It's 10:58 in the evening. Wait, check ko rin sa clock ko. Meron din naman tao dito. Word clock. So it's now 90 seconds. Na lang. And South Korea will be celebrating Sholal. Ayun. And it's now 1 minute left. By the way, currently, nagsusot na ako na yun ng all red na short t-shirt as I celebrate in Chinese New Year. Malay nyo, mag-i-swerte yung New Year ko. Also, good luck din sa akin kasi paparating na yung entrance exam ko sa college. So, good luck to me and may this year a lucky for me. We have 30 seconds na lang po mga kaibigan. Okay, ito na. We got few moments left for the Chinese New Year or Sholal in South Korea. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And happy Sholal in South Korea. Yeah, happy Sholal in South Korea. It is now midnight in South Korea. Shout out sa ating mga nanonood na yun here in South Korea who is celebrating Sholal. But unfortunately, we can see what happened right now in South Korea. So with that, ayun lang. By the way, later on we have a special guest that I will introduce to you later on. So unfortunately, hindi natin makita pa na nangyari na ito sa South Korea. Ayun. So once again, happy Yonal to our viewers right now who is watching in North Korea and South Korea. So, eto na. This time, mag-uusap naman tayo about red envelopes. Or sa atin, ang tawag dito ay angpao. By the way, did you know na ang pao hindi lang sa ito pinamimigay sa tradisyon natin sa Pilipinas. Dito sa ating bansa, namimigay tayo ng ampao kapag Pasko. Kapag namasko tayo sa mga ninong-ninang natin. By the way, a red envelope, red packet, or hongbao or angpao is a gift of money given during holidays or for special occasions such as weddings, graduations, and birthdays. It originated in China before spreading across Southeast Asia and other countries with sizable ethnic Chinese populations. Sa other custom dito, may iba mga custom dito. Sa Japan, binibigay ito kapag shonal. Tinawag siya as Bojumenoy. Sa Pilipinas naman, dito sa ating bansa, Chinese Filipinos exchange red envelopes during the Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year. Red envelopes have gained acceptance in the broader Philippine society. Filipinos with no Chinese heritage appropriated the custom for occasions such as birthdays and in giving monetary aguinaldo during Christmas and New Year. Due to the phonetics of both Philippine languages, red envelopes are nowadays more known as ampao. Ayan. So bukod pa dito sa mga red ampaws, may iba't ibang mga color din ang ampaw. We have green envelope, which is used for Malay Muslims in Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia, and Singapore during Eid al-Fitr or in Malay. Hari Raya Idul Fitri or Hari Raya Puasa. And the purple envelope, which is traditional used by Indian Hindu populations in Singapore and Malaysia for Deepavali. They also known as Deepavali Angbao. So galing pala ng Singapore and Malaysia, may iba't ibang uri din ng Ampao. Red for Chinese, green for Malay, and purple for Indians. Ayun. So yun lang about sa red envelope. So unfortunately, we can't see what happened in South Korea right now because nakikigamit na tayo ng ating tawag po dito ng countdown counter. Ayun. And later on, we also talk about other things about Chinese New Year and also food. Siyempre, pag-uusapan din natin later on. And also, we are also going to different countries such as Hong Kong, China, the Philippines, Singapore, and even in Vietnam. So with that, happy Sional in South Korea. So we will be right back shortly, and we're gonna celebrate a countdown right here tonight. So stay tuned. We will return after these messages.
Why is it not showing?
Ayan.
Where
So,
is it?
time check, everybody. It is now 11:31. Welcome back to the blast of CNY 2020 week. We are 150 and joining right now is welcome Marine. Good evening, Marine.
Great evening to our listeners and viewers who are tuning into HETV for the Chinese New Year countdown. This is Mar, and we'll be following you for the next an hour and even maybe even for a half so we can explore and celebrate the Chinese New Year together wherever you are, might be in your home or maybe somewhere else celebrating it tonight. I'm sure those listening from afar and even here in the Philippines where HETV is based are so glad to have you here on our stream. So we are live on YouTube and on Twitch. That we also have got a plethora of sources for our footages in which we see through the lenses of two of us here, Womp Womp and Mar, how the Chinese and the and also those in the other countries are reveling in the Chinese New Year, the year of the horse in the 2026. And earlier, I've heard Womp Womp telling us about the Chinese zodiac and what would be the yearly outlook for each of us here. And not just that, we also are observing now footages from not just from our home country, the Philippines, but also in the heartlands of China and Singapore and in other places right here in the UTC plus 8 time zone where 27 minutes from now they will be uh, ringing in the Lunar New Year, the year of the horse. What do you think, Womp? Since you have shared so much knowledge about the preparations for Chinese New Year earlier?
Napaka ano naman yung pagdiriwang Chinese, especially sa South Korea because they are way earlier yung Shonan. So kanina nakapag-countdown na tayo. Ayun. And inusap ko din kung ano yung mga tradisyon sa Shonan natin. And ayun. So, ayan, thank you, Dean.
So we have
So,
seen with us. I don't know why.
with
Then
that,
our
I
the Twitch
talk
stream
again
just
about
showing
and this time
our own. Let me
do
just
Maynila.
turn off my own
For those who
camera.
love watching News 5 yun, ilan na lang po mag-start na yung live News 5 na kasalukuyan ay kino-cover na yun. Nangyari na yun sa Binondo, Manila. Also, another thing, konting watch lang muna tayo ng konti kasi we have just received a news na medyo related sa Chinese New Year and also sa nangyari na Signal because Signal currently broadcasted free for TVB channel. Yung guys TVB in Hong Kong. Una ay ang TVB Jade, which you can watch favorite countries, news, and entertainment shows.
Mhm.
BBC
Okay.
Home of Ground and Robotic Screen 7. Asian Action Channel is a channel dedicated to non-action movies. And TV News is the short time news updates in Cantonese. Ayun. So, yun.
That, so definitely
Ah,
those the TV
now at
in
this
Hong
point,
Kong to
ah,
watch.
wait lang, bubuksan ko muna yung Facebook.
Sure.
Ayun.
Okay lang. You can open Facebook anyway.
Ah,
While serving, we are also enjoying a lot of footages. This
ano
usually
po mga
many of them
nangyari.
are live.
At this point, share ko na po ang screen.
Okay, let's see.
Yun ang mga nangyari ngayon sa Chinatown. Ano po mga natinda? At this point, they are buying different necessities and things related to Chinese New Year.
There's a
Ayan.
footage from a year though.
Yes.
So that is right now a happening event. That's what it is being shared here.
Ilang
That is
touch ba?
really significantly like
Chinatown. Ano? Siguro what happened ngayon.
this last year. Footage just from 2
Dito
years
sa
ago.
Binondo, Maynila.
This how easy
Hmm.
it is. How easy this locality is. So it's just really as looking as expected.
They are buying some things. May mga bibili ng mga pamparte and lucky tawag to, lucky and some balloons. So, kanina lang itong hapon nangyari sa Maynila. And what they are happening at this point. Ayan.
Beside the church, I'm not sure if it's Paco Church or Binondo Church. From street view,
Ikaw
the
kung mag-side Maria.
Ooh. Let's see how
So at this point mga kaibigan, medyo tahimik lang muna po kasi matutulog na sila. Yan po talaga pag live. Ayun. Also, another thing, just few moments lang po at Chinese New Year na. Okay, at this point, share ko naman ng screen. Share ulit ng screen kasi may akong papakita sa inyo. Ito. This time, dito naman sa Philippine store. Sabi dito, the crowds about Binondo Manila on Monday morning as local and foreign tourists visit Chinatown ahead of the Chinese New Year festivities. Ito po.
those are screenshots from the morning.
Yes.
It's from the morning.
May mga
So
taong
these
bumili
are
na
just
ng mga pagkain
lining
tulad
up.
ng tikoy. And, ayun. May
Yes,
bumili ng
wearing
mga
a mask.
birthday and Chinese New Year thing. May mga nagpa-perform din na lion dance. May mga DIY lion dance nga rin eh. Eto. DIY. And ito naman yung literal na dragon dance.
You'll observe there are some masked performers and someone are masked with their
Yes.
so they look like so they ward off the evil spirits.
Yes. Yes. Ayun.
Na hindi mawawala yung dancing
And
dragon.
yan muna ang nangyari. Dito naman sa PIA, sabi dito, nag-explore ka lang nakapunta pa sa Binondo. Yonghi Hua Chai. Ayun. Ito po ang mga nangyari
Yeah,
doon. May
Binondo
bumili ng mga
Cafe.
prutas, ang paswerte, Lucky Charms, Tikoy, mga
Brown
pampaswerte na prutas, and ito yung sample ng Lucky Charm. Ito, yung mga yun. May kani-kani ng mga meaning ng different colors.
I think when programmed, they could
At this
they
point, marami na naghahabang na yun sa fireworks display at drone show na magaganap sa Jones Bridge sa Binondo, Maynila
there
ngayong
is a
araw.
singing group in there
Ito
though.
ay bahagi ng selebrasyon ng Maynila LGU pa sa Lunar New Year. Ito.
Is it a singing group all over there? Oh,
Yes.
they're all still all waiting. But I remember earlier, or it was expected that earlier there was a short program being done before the festivities start.
May bumibili din ng mga paputok ngayon, kanina
Mm.
lang.
So
And
there's
also
a
may
reason.
estatwa ng hall.
Wait, there's a reason why they would buy them even if it's a little dangerous. The cracks would ward off bad spirits, and then there's also the noise of celebration and jubilation as the place is celebrating the new year. Although it has to be it's a dangerous one, but let's all remember that those who have these firecrackers, you have to light them safely, and if in doubt, no, don't use them if you don't know how to handle firecrackers and fireworks for your safety. And yeah, we have here a miniature horse. No, it's really like a life-size
Ayun.
horse, but it's in red. It
Ito
is
naman yung
it is
nangyari na yung gabi sa Jones Bridge sa Binondo, Manila.
yes.
Ayun.
Heard that it was the Manila Archbishop Jose Cardinal Advincula officiating it, uh, followed by I think it's a traditional ancient blessing. About from
By the way, earlier, nakita ko din yung isang post kanina ng isang simbahan sa Binondo, Maynila na may nagpapa-ritual ba na ancestor? Yung
yes,
nagpapaalay, kaptamisa.
yes. I think there's a reason why. Remember that there's cultural enculturation here being done. Though for some people or say purists of Catholic rites, they say, "Oh, no, this is a bane." But for others, especially those rooted in Chinese tradition, they simply accept it and even follow the rites. So those who are saying that is an insensitive act does not even know the cultural context behind doing the rites together with the mass presided by the Archbishop of Manila. So instead of saying, okay, we should not do that anymore, we have to understand that each country has their own traditions with regards to the faith and ancient traditions that have been intertwined with their current faith, instead of saying no, let's not put that again, that's too insensitive. You see that there are, wow, a lot of sites you can see on being sprawled on device showing us different shots of the Chinese New Year from content creators, influencers, public pages, a lot more. I think this
By the way, sa
is
isang simbahan din, may ano yung projection show.
yes. They intentionally do that not only to symbolize unity, but also as a proof that there's really a museum. It is like a repository of Chinese culture in the city of Manila. And oh, who's around? Isn't that our Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos
Bongbong
Jr. and
Marcos.
the Manila Mayor Isko Moreno Domagoso?
Yes.
It's now 14 minutes away from Chinese New Year in the UTC plus A time zone, including Singapore, China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and the Philippines.
Ayan, so sa ganap na yun sa isang Chinese New Year countdown sa Binondo, Maynila. Clip pa lang siya, pero hindi pa siya yung pinaka-literal na ata. Lang, check ko lang. Eto, ayun. Yung sinabi mo kanina earlier, yung misa sa Binondo, Maynila.
Cardinal Advincula. And yes, there's a rite that is done by OP, a Dominican. So, sinipal. There, that this is actually more of a tradition than an insertion, like an insertion that is not necessarily done with the mass. But this is only like once a year. Don't usually see that during other times of the year. Only during Chinese New Year though. And the card and the Archbishop would approve it. That's what
Ayun.
oversees these little ceremonies. Oh, we got how many minutes more?
So ito po yung look na yan ng Binondo this year.
And yes, during the
Binigyang kulay na
projection.
ito. They are, yes. Under kasi siya ng ano yun, phase 2 ng Chinatown Rehabilitation Project.
Okay, so they were given tour in Binondo, including stalls of Plaza San Lorenzo Ruiz. That's named for the
Yes.
first Filipino Catholic saint. And then they also saw the digital projections show. Wow.
Ayun.
There's even a small sign that says Bigyang Buhay Muli or give it or revitalize it. And sharing similar or I think even the same content.
Ayan. Another thing, may mga bagong post tayo dito. Ito.
This was from yesterday, I guess, Sunday, and they're so as much busy as it would be today. The traffic and the footprints of people visiting and roaming around just to enjoy the attractions that were prepared, especially for the tourists and even outsiders who come to Binondo just to see them. No, that's in the Philippines. We can have so much more sites from other countries, especially that it's now 10 minutes away from Chinese New Year.
So, ayan. Ito na po yung
We can now do our commercial at this point. Or something else.
Hindi ko sinadya mag-team. Tap ko lang kasi yung live stream. Yung ano yun, yung screen share. Ayun.
Wines adds a
So yan
bit
lang ang share ko sa inyo. And while we are still waiting for the feed here in Singapore, Philippines, and Hong Kong and China who are celebrating Chinese New Year in just 9 minutes left, ay sasabihin ko muna kayo yung mga pinapractice natin tuwing Chinese New Year. Number one ay sinabi ko na po kanina yung red envelopes or angpao na kung saan ilalagay mo lang yung pera sa loob ng angpao and give them to someone, especially na yung Chinese New Year. Another thing is fireworks. Yung paputok, laging nagawa natin yan. So sabi dito, bamboo steam filled with gunpowder that were going to be small explosions used in ancient China to drive.
Oh, energy.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you, parents.
So each firecracker is wrote up in red paper as red as auspicious with gunpowder and its core. Once ignited, the firecracker lets out a loud popping noise, and as they are usually thrown together by the hundreds, the firecrackers are known for their defending explosions that are thrown scare away evil spirits. Since 2000, firecrackers have been banned in various countries and towns in China. So pagdating sa kasuotan, ang color talaga na karaniwan sinusuot ay color red.
Mag- Yun nga lang,
Ano?
meron din mga exceptions. Diba? Yung mga
Yes.
nagluluksa are not required to wear red though.
Alam din, may mga icons na karaniwan nakikita sa Chinese New Year such as lanterns, decorations, dragon dance and lion dance, the full shoe, and shrub. Also, another thing, yes. And also, may mga symbolism din na may kinalaman sa Chinese New Year. May mga pinyin characters ay may mga kanilang words na I describe about Chinese New Year such as word Fu, Yao, Quan, Chou, Pao, and Kai. Ayun. Mamaya usapin ko naman yung ibang things about Chinese New Year because we are now almost few moments left as we are going out to celebrate the Chinese New Year. Eto na.
You can even see live footage as you can see here on our main screen. We now have four view from Hong
And
Kong,
right now,
Singapore, China, and Binondo.
yeah, so right now we are now see some live images in Binondo, Maynila. And we also have China CMG New Year Gala and Singapore's V Corp Chinese New Year Eve Special 2026 and other countries who are celebrating Chinese New Year later at midnight GMT plus 8.
Or you
Ayan,
can
nakikita
see
ko na
just
po. Singapore, we have Mikop na kasalukuyang nasa music video part. China, we have a music video din parang original song. In Hong Kong, we have TVB. They are having a special segment na kung saan ay tatalakay nila ang things about Chinese New Year. Time check mga kaibigan is now 55 ay 5 minutes to 12 midnight. Eto na po guys.
11:55 p.m. in Singaporean time zone. Though we haven't
Yeah.
seen any footage yet from Binondo. And also,
At China,
we're watching.
they are now a song number which compose it. Sa Singapore, patapos na po yung music video, CNY MV 2026.
It's fun. And of course,
And they are
fireworks
now
is
in a Hope special video.
yes. There's an anticipation going around
Ano
as
kaya papakita ng Chinese
Chinese
New Year clip?
are preparing for the grand switch of year. Can even see here a lot of red, right? Red symbolizing luck, and even pictures and decorations that say, "Oh, it's so Chinesey." Yes, that's really how that's it was. This is from the People's Republic of China
Ayan.
commemoration of China's let's say the People's Republic of China's military and technology advancements.
Wow.
And of course, they plan it just like their neighbor North Korea. They wanted a big parade, large crowds, moving in sync, orchestra and choir in a stage with, of course, switches of yes, people singing all together. Like that's what you really want to imagine New Year with such a grand view like that.
Ayan na, malapit
3 minutes
na.
more to New Year, or 3 minutes more to the Lunar New Year.
They are doing a special song number.
Oh yes,
Okay,
just to
so ang
close
oras natin, our time, it is now 11:57 p.m.
7.
So, ito na. Malapit na New Year in Philippines, Singapore, and other countries in GMT plus 8.
It's coming near, of course, for those. Well, don't know. We are revolving around lots of footages from our Chinese speaking communities. That's
Ayan
live
na.
on that's live
CCTV is
right here in
now
EQTV.
CCTV is now on a special message away to 12 midnight. Ito na.
Let's see their countdown. Of course, in their own ways. I'm also waiting for that to come up. In 2 minutes, it will be the year of the horse.
Wait lang, kawala yung Singapore and other countries. We're in Binondo and in Hong Kong.
Footage of Menon doesn't come up here. I think they have. I think that's Guangdong. Their gala here. It's they're also preparing. They're now having their hosts teaming up for the countdown and for the fireworks display from one of our
Na.
third party hasn't come up yet, but it's now 1 more minute to 12 o'clock to the year of the horse in Singaporean, Chinese, Filipino, and even I think Malaysian time.
30 seconds.
Yes, 20, even less than that. Ooh, they're really
Ay
so
na,
fast.
20 seconds lang. Patingin na po sila isa-isa ng Kung Hei Pachay, Gong Shi Pachay because we are now going to celebrate Chinese New Year in 10, 9, 8,
Nine, eight,
7,
seven,
6,
six,
5,
five,
4,
four,
3,
three,
2,
two.
1. Chinese New Year!
Gong
Woo!
Shibachan. It's now 12 o'clock and the year of the horse just began.
Yeah! Kung Hei Pachay! Woo!
Celebrating. Woo! Look, there's even
Yeah! Kung Hei
event
Pachay!
color
Kung
show
Hei
on the
Pachay to all of
in
our
another
dear viewers,
stream here
wherever you are.
and wherever yes, wherever things bring on the joy and the prosperity that's sure to resonate in the year of the horse, together with your Mao and Wamp here on Ichi TV's Chinese New Year special. That's we're still ongoing
Ayan,
right
ang tingin
now.
na
See,
ngayon.
we even have a
Tong
preset.
Tong, Five, four, three, two,
Three.
one, and it is now midnight in Hong Kong. Gong xi fa
Woo!
chai. There are more 90 channels this year. Wow. Kamusta na kayo Singapore? Ay, si Kaishan daw.
Everyone in
Wow.
Singaporeans are also
Kaishan daw is
celebrating too
here.
in their own ways.
Kaishan daw is finally here.
Even CCTV has their own great celebrations here.
Ayan,
Woo!
nag-aagaw na ng swerte.
Oh, nagagawa ng crowds in giving them
Yes.
their best cheers. Star of the Slot slash free preview.
Woo!
They even have a Korean dancer.
Singapore meanwhile, hindi talagang makikita natin yung nangyaring countdown sa Singapore, unfortunately. Once again, happy Chinese New Year to our viewers right now in GMT plus 8.
In Singapore, the People's Republic of China, in Taiwan, the Philippines, even Malaysia. Ooh, there's now
Yeah,
lion dances. The cheer is an excitement showing up in the start of the year of the horse. In different cultures, all united by one single hope to bring on the luck and banish the evil.
yeah. In China, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung greetings and a special way to celebrate.
Yes, I did. That is
In
a
Hong Kong, at
free
syempre si
video speech
Kaixin
though.
daw.
Oh, it's celebrating 900. There's even what is this one? The Korean dance. Oh, how about the Binondo footage? It's not yet showing up though. Let's see. Okay, wait. No, not this one. CGTN. No, 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 no. And what is this one? What is this one? The Chinese one. The Guangdong is here
So
also.
dahil dyan, engineer kumain ng orange this Chinese New Year. And also tikoy. And mamaya manonood tayo ng Dragon and Lion Dance sa Binondo or kahit man sa Pilipinas or every single places wherever you are later.
Wherever the Chinese or Philippine Chinese come together, I'm sure there are similar celebrations being done in Cebu and in Davao. But of course, significantly in the center of Filipino Chinese culture that's in Binondo in the city of Manila. And now we have split screen though from Singapore, Hong Kong, and the People's Republic of China. So excited seeing them with their
Yes.
own special TV programming that showcases not only their culture but also their perspective on their own celebrations. This is all live provided by Ichi TV live on Twitch and YouTube.
So by the way, about Singapore nga pala, di talaga natin makikita yung nangyari na yun sa Chinese New Year. But very soon, sana yung mga mag-upload ng kahit New Year clip man, yung pinaka-countdown. Pero kasi rated feed ng New Year countdown na available lang for Singapore only.
Oh yeah, Geo Block. Um,
Yes, Geo.
you see here, let's give
Ayun.
another lost signal. Let me just see if I can refresh the footage. Okay, because all commercials.
Go
CNY,
Pachay.
our other group is greeting them right now. Okay, wait, let's just press play on the Twitch stream.
哎呦，
适合投资。明年呢，可能因
Okay,
为工
time
作
check
或者
everyone.
出
It
差
is
增
now
加开销，所以要做好资金控管。
12:06.
想提升财运的话，
That's
可以
six
开展
minutes
副业
past the
或
start
提
of
升技能。
the
在
year
感情
of
方面，
the
有伴侣的
horse
朋友就
for
要
those
注意了。
Singaporean
工作再忙，
Chinese.
也要维持陪伴。单身者
Yeah.
在出差
See?
活动或
Fireworks
课程中，有可能会遇到桃花
from，
但是
PTV
要主动一
Okay,
点。
that's our
哇，这样我要
that's the
叫我老爸
Philippines
多陪我
state
老妈了。那
broadcast.
健
Hey,
康
we
如
got
何？
活
PTV
的
right
朋友
now.
在奔波中容易
All
疲劳，
together
精
with the
神不集中，
Singaporeans
要特别注意
on
交
the
通安全，
PROC
建议
TV
重视
channel.
休
Eto
息，
na.
避免因睡
Fireworks
眠不
na.
足
Eh,
和精
Binondo,
力不集
Maynila.
中，影响
Now
工
here,
作
oh,
表现。
wait,
保证
videos
足够的休息和适量运动，就有助于提高身体素质哦。
崔师傅，我妈妈是属鸡的，她今年非常紧张自己的运势。
叫你母亲别担心，属鸡的朋友整体运势
Okay,
相当
so
亮
far
眼，
on
今
our
年会
Like
是一
in
个
Hong
桃花
Kong, the
年。
Chinese New Year
那桃花
finally
也
ended.
象征着对外或朋友之间的人际关系。由于人缘特别好，聚会和应酬增多，
And
所
we
以
are
会
now
迎来
Binondo,
较多的机
Maynila.
会结识新
Showing
朋
the
友。
fireworks
不论已
display.
婚或恋爱中，感情生
seems
活
to be a camera pointing across the sky, not a drone show though,
哇，桃花
simply
年
due
我老
to
妈已经
the
很多朋友了，这样她不是会
due
更多朋友？
to
是的，
limitations and also so that everyone can get a live shot of those red and white sparks. Wow, yes, even green sparks here across the dark and little very dark night on a Tuesday. It's now Tuesday in Singaporean Philippine time. Okay, we have here a lot of after sparkle and even meteor like showers. So when they all gone, there are always say sands of light coming down. Although be careful of if you're gonna have your own fireworks or firecrackers, you have to be extra careful as it might hurt you if you don't handle it properly. And not just that, the the view of these kinds of earth I mean of fireworks here lighting up the sky is just like the stars in the night. They constantly shine, and yes, they have placed here a lot of time, of effort, of money in making sure that our visitors at Binondo don't miss the shower of lights during the midnight of the Chinese New Year in the city of Manila. Woo! Was it? Was that it? Was it the fireworks at Binondo? Oh, even for like 10 minutes.
We are showing Binondo, Maynila at night right now.
Wait lang, babalik ba yung mga fireworks?
And right now repeating.
Yes, even 15,000 is already a sizable number though. Even the president of the Philippines and the mayor of Manila are attending it together. You're seeing the area of what is seen as, I think that's the Manila Post Office and the Jones Bridge with the river, where with the river view, the riverbank in there. That was where festivities are centered on in the city of Manila, just along the banks of the Pasig River. 10 minutes now from the start of the Chinese New Year, the year of the horse, right here on Blast Off 2026, the ITV New Year special. cameras zoom through where?
Wow, Manila City Hall.
City Hall. Whoa! Didn't know it's really centered on air. From the City Hall to the surrounding areas of the city of Manila, leading into the Chinatown and the banks of the Pasig River. So even in the silence, there's really there a proof, a
And the
living
lights
proof.
have gone off.
There it
Ayun!
is. That's it for
Oo,
our view of
ayun.
Binondo.
So unfortunately, um,
Now that
so with that, before we are going on, unfortunately, dito talaga natin makikita yung Singaporean New Year countdown because geo-block talaga. Singaporean only talaga siya. So pasensya na. So with that, happy Chinese New Year and Gong Xi Fa Chai to the areas of China, Binondo, Manila, Singapore, and Hong Kong. We wish you a prosperous Chinese New Year. So now let's move on to another Chinese New Year topic. So we are going now to the food, and one of the food that we are eating during Chinese New Year is tikoy, the common food.
Decoy.
So, tikoy, by the way, ang tawag dito, bakit? Sige, go ahead. Just me po. By the way, ang tikoy, ang tawag dito in original, it is nianggao.
Yeah, cow.
Nianggao or tikoy is a food prepared from glutinous rice flour and consumed in Chinese cuisine. It is also simply known as rice cake. While it can be eaten all year round, traditionally it is most popular during the Chinese New Year. It is considered good luck to eat nianggao or tikoy during this time of the year because tikoy is nianggao is a homonym for higher year or grow every year, which means a more prosperous year. The character Nian is usually translated as year, and the character Gao is literally translated as cake. It is identical in sound to the character. Wag na lang. In Mandarin, Nian Gao also is an exact homonym of sticky cake. This sticky
There's
sweet
a
snack
meaning.
was believed. Yes.
I think there's
This
actually
stick.
a meaning to that. Sticky, like being
Yes.
unified and being still there, even through thick and thin. Ika nga, kahit ano pa man ang mangyari, kumakapit pa rin.
Yes, kumakapit pa rin. Parang relationship ng pamilya, kakapit pa rin. Kahit may mga problema pinagdadaanan, kakapit pa rin sila and magkakasama pa rin sila as one big family.
It is just,
So ayun,
I just
this sticky
can't
sweet
wait.
snack was believed to be an offering to the kitchen god with the aim of that his mouth will be stuck at the sticky cake so that he cannot badmouth the human family in the front of a jade emperor. It is also traditionally eaten during Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Ayun. So, ang Yanggao or Tikoy sounds identical to higher year, implying promotions or prosperity year after year. So, as a gift item, Yanggao are fashioned into different shapes with attractive packaging to suit the festive season. Popular design include a pair of carp symbolizing surplus every year, ingot or the god of wealth. These designs are auspicious symbols and send good wishes for the new year. So, may iba't ibang mga uri ng nianggao ang Asian countries. Sa Indonesia, ang tawag dito ay kue keranjan or double tionghoa or double china. Sa Pilipinas, syempre, tikoy ang tawag natin sa babasahin natin tungkol sa tikoy. Tikoy originated from the Hokkien word, which means wheat and cooked rice for making cake. So, ang Decoy is really popular during the Lunar or Chinese New Year and it's culturally assimilated within the population's own cooking technique through trade networks between the Philippines and Hokkien-speaking regions such as Fujian and Taiwan. It is sweetened with brown sugar, giving it a dark yellow to light brown color, but it is also often paired with different flavors such as ube, giving it a purple color, or pandan, giving it a green color. Decoy may be eaten as is, but can also be dipped in beaten egg and lightly pan fried until crispy, but still chewy inside. Also, a version of decoy is made in southern Quezon province. Unlike others, this product is sweet and it is similar to Japanese mochi. Decoy can also be consumed as an ingredient in the Filipino dessert called turon, or be eaten with ice cream and chocolate or covered with grated coconut flesh and peanuts. Ayan.
Yes, the one that I consumed, we were given tikoy by our family or a family friend. It has it is a small ball, but it has peanut filling inside, and it is available in dozens. Though there are also separate ones that are sold in small packs, and then you can just open it to eat. Though the one that is shown on our screen is a large decoy. So this one is pretty large for itself. But how big it is it as big as your hands? If it's much bigger than your hands, then that's pretty sure to be sliced first and share with the family together, or you can have it dipped in egg. Okay, dip in egg and fried it before sharing it with the family. So that's these are just some options when enjoying such a large decoy like this. You can't just eat it by yourself if it's larger than your hands, but if it's just a cup size, just this just as small as making an O with your hands, then yeah, you can just eat it by yourself. Just don't forget to chew it and consume it with liquid, because sometimes that can get stuck in your system, and it will be difficult for you to speak uh, if you don't hydrate your mouth. So that's so it also has some Chinese characters written on the side. It is written in Hokkien, and there's really some more Chinese characters that are, although I think that not technically aligned with the words kong hei pa choy, but it's a wish of prosperity for the one that eats it. So the footage is now it's not very clear, but let's show it. Okay, how about the back? Let's show the back of this big decoy. Because if it's not just the front that we want to see, but also the back one. But by the looks of it, it's pretty large for that you don't just eat it for yourself. You can have it shared with your sibling or your family and friends. Just don't forget to slice it first. You don't for decoy as large as that, you shouldn't be just having it eaten for yourself. So that's just a recommendation of Mar based on our observation on having a large decoy like this. So it's better that it has to be sliced and shared, or dipped in egg and fried it, just according to local custom. But there can be other ways for eating it with sweet dips if there are available in the locality. So as I've seen, this seems to be decoy coming from a certain grocery chain called Pure Gold, which sells it aligned with holiday or Chinese holiday preparations. So there is a Chinese character there. It's not shown well. So that's okay. So that's at least the decoy that the head producer of Ichi TV is having at this very moment. and anytime from now it can be consumed. Enjoy.
Sarap naman ng tikoy. So, ayun. So now you know about tikoy. Ayun, so this time, pag-uusapan naman natin ang mga dates kung kailan ang Chinese New Year. Sabi dito, the Chinese calendar defines the lunar solar month containing the winter solstice as the 11th month,
Recommendation
meaning that
from
Chinese
you.
New Year usually falls on the second new moon after the winter solstice.
Pure
In
gold.
more than 90% of years, the Chinese New Year is the
Usually.
closest new moon to the beginning of spring. According to the calendar in the Gregorian calendar, Chinese New Year occurs on the new moon that falls between 21st January to 20 February. So this year, February 17 natin ginaganap ang Chinese New Year. And by next year, the Year of the Goat, it will be held this February 6th Saturday. Sabado po siya. Ayun.
Yeah, that's in other countries. It's not in the Philippines. Or is it aligned though?
So, ito po yung mismong mythology about Chinese New Year. Sabi dito, according to legend, Chinese New Year started with combating a mythical beast called the Nian, a beast that lives under the sea or in the mountains that look like a lion with horns. During the annual spring festival, the Nian would eat villagers, especially children, in the middle of night. One year, all the villagers decided to hide from the beast. An older man appeared before the villagers went into hiding and said that he would stay the night and would get revenge on the Nian. The old man put up red wafers and set off firecrackers. The day after, the villagers came back to their town and saw that nothing had been destroyed. They assumed that the old man was a deity who had come to save them. The villagers had then understood that the Nian was afraid of the color red and loud noises. As the new year approached, the tradition grew. Villagers wore red clothing, hung red lanterns, and sprinkled crows on windows and doors, and used firecrackers and drums to frighten away the Nian. From then on, the Nian never came to the village again. The Nian was eventually captured by Hongjun Laozi, an ancient Taoist monk. Ayan.
Ooh. Now that we know the legend of the Chinese New Year coming from the stories of animals and their relation to making new start in the Chinese culture and tradition.
Ayon. So, nalaman na natin about sa myth. Now, we are going to explore every single country who will celebrate Chinese New Year in different languages and what they are working to them. Sa Malaysia and Brunei, they call them in Malay as Tahun Baru Cina. In Indonesia, they call it as Tahun Baru Imlek. In Singapore, syempre, Chinese New Year lang. In Hong Kong, we have Lunar New Year. In Macau, they call them as Novo Ano Lunar. In China, they call them as the Spring Festival. In Myanmar and the Philippines, syempre, Chinese New Year din. In South Korea, they call it as Cholal or the Korean New Year. In Taiwan, they also call it as Lunar New Year. In Thailand, we have One Truth Chin. In Vietnam, we call Tet Nguyen Dan. In Japan, we have Sogatu. And in New York, yes. And in US and other states, Lunar New Year. And in Suriname, we have Maan New Year. Ayan. So, ayun. So, bukod pa sa nabanggit ko kanina about sa tiko, may iba't ibang din mga pagkain na may kilalaman din sa Chinese New Year. So, here it is. Ambulas Delight is an elaborate vegetarian dish served by Chinese families on the eve and the first day of the new year. A type of black hair-like algae pronounced Pak Choi in Cantonese is also featured in the dish for its name, which sounds like prosperity. Burning Iron Chicken served because it is figured that any family, no matter how humble their circumstances, can afford a chicken for the new year. We have apple symbolize peace because the word for apple or pink is a homonym for word for peace. Fish is usually eaten or merely displayed on the eve of Chinese New Year. Garlic, we have chow cook.
Garlic.
Chow cook is a dumpling for Cantonese families. It is believed to resemble a sai or yum bao, the old Chinese gold and silver ingot, and to represent prosperity for the coming year. We have jiaozi, a common dumpling eaten in northern China, also believed to resemble sai. At the reunion dinner, Chinese people add various foods into jiaozi, believed to represent good fortune, point, niangao, dry date, candy, etc. We have melon seed and guava. We have syempre tikoy or niangao. We have noodles. May mga noodles tayo sa Pilipinas like pancit. So noodles are usually served by families. May uncut noodles then as long as they can with longevity and long life. Usually, pag kumakain ka ng pansit or kahit anong noodles, hahaba ang buhay. So we have sweets and rogan. Rogan is a Chinese salty sweet dried meat taken to jerky, which is trimmed of the fat, sliced, marinated, and then smoked for later consumption as a gift. Taro cakes made from the vegetable taro. The cakes are cut into squares and often dried. Turnip cakes are the dish made of shredded radish and rice flour, usually fried and cut into small squares. Yusheng or yisang is a raw fish salad. Eating the salad is said to bring good luck. Five xingpian include onion, garlic, pepper, ginger, and mustard. And lava porridge is usually eaten during lava festival. At syempre, hindi mawawala sa lahat ay ang mandarin oranges. Oranges, particularly mandarin oranges, are a common fruit during the Chinese New Year. They are particularly associated with the festival in southern China where its name is a homophone of the word for luck. Ayan. Yan po mga pagkain na karaniwan nakakain tuwing Chinese New Year. And ayun, we have marami pa tayong mga pag-uusapan pa natin later on about Chinese New Year. And later on, when we return here at Blast of CNY 2026, we are going to Vietnam as they are celebrating the Tet celebration. Yan yung kanilang Chinese New Year in Vietnam. So later on, we will show what happened in Vietnam and also we have other things about Chinese New Year. So stay with us. Our Blast of CNY 2026 will be returned after these messages. Don't Mga gising dyan, gising pa kayo. Naku po, gising na gising pa. And we are still in the festive mood of New Year. So welcome back to our Black of CNY 2026 coverage. And ayun, later on we are going to Vietnam to celebrate the Tết or Tet. But before that, pag-usapan natin first ang isa pang traditional na New Year celebration in Mongolia. Ang tawag naman dito ay Chagansar. Ayan. So, so sabi dito, the Mongolian New Year, commonly known as Chagansar. White moon is the first day of the year according to the Mongolian lunisolar calendar. The festival of the Lunar New Year is celebrated by Mongolic and some Turkic peoples. The holiday has shamanistic influences. So the ceremony, the custom of Chagansar are significantly different depending on the region. In Mongolia, around the New Year, for example, families burn candles at the altar, symbolizing Buddhist enlightenment. Also, people greet each other with holiday-specific greetings such as Amar Baina O, meaning are living peacefully. Mongols also visit friends and family on this day and exchange gifts. A typical Mongol family will meet in the home dwelling of the eldest in the family. Many people will be dressed in a full garment of Mongolian traditional clothing. When greeting their elders during the White Moon Festival, Mongols perform the Zol Goh greeting, grasping them by their elbows to show support for them. Their elders receive greetings from each member of the family except for their spouse. During the greeting ceremony, family members hold long, typically blue silk collars called a kadag. After the ceremony, the extended family eats sheep tail, mutton, rice with curd, dairy products, and booze. It is also typical to drink airag and exchange gifts. Before the day, many Mongols had to clean their houses. The day before Chagansar is called Bitun, the name of the lunar phase of the new or dark moon. The lunar phase are Bituun, Shined, Terged, and Hutchid, meaning that dark, new crescent, full, and waxing moon. On the Bituun day, people will thoroughly clean around home. Elders also clean the livestock barn and shed to meet the new year fresh. The Bituun ceremony also includes burning candles to symbolize enlightenment of the samsara, and all sentient beings, and putting three pieces of ice at the doorway to that house of the deity Palden Lamo, who drink as the deity is believed to visit every household on this day. In the evening, families gather together, usually immediate family, in contrast to the large feast gathering of White Moon Day, and see out the old year eating dairy products and booze. Traditionally, Mongolians settle all issues and we pay all debt from the old year by this day. So, ang karaniwang kinakain ng mga Mongolian use the Chagansar. Depending on the region, food is prepared in a diverse array of forms. For example, the traditional food in Mongolia for the festival include dairy products, white with curds, or rice with raisins. A pyramid of traditional cookies erected on a large dish in a special fashion symbolizing Mount Sumeru or Shambhala Rio. Two sides of sheep and mince beef or minced mutton. Beef inside pastry, steamed dumplings known as boots, pork meat and traditional cookies boiled chog. Dragon Star is a lavish feast requiring preparation days in advance as the men and women make large quantities of foods as a whole family along with full bowl. A pastry is served for both dessert and presentation. So karaniwan na ginaganap, ganun din mga date ng Chinese New Year. And this year, ginanap po siya from 18 February until 20 February. Ayun. And now you know about Chagansar.
Yeah, so
So,
for those who haven't heard so much, now you have gotten a Chinese New Year tradition from all the way from Mongolia, as you can see on the photo that you have seen. It's a food offering with, of course, a special significance. And if we can have a 150 to tell it in English, how does this look like for someone who might not be familiar with it?
Dragon
Share it
Star.
in English for the benefit of those who doesn't speak Filipino. Okay, let's try to have that described. Because we've seen a lot of candy and sweet stuff in the middle, and that's surrounded by a plethora of beverages that, of course, is a proof of celebration in their own way, even having slabs of meat on the side. And oh, it's now about 14 minutes more to go before the start of the Year of the Horse in Vietnam. That's
Yeah.
that's that's 11:44 p.m. in Vietnam.
Yeah. Before we go on sa ating na next topic, ayun, ah, bakit? Bakit po? Yes, snake and horse. Ayun. So now you know about Dragon Star. Now we are going to Vietnam and in a few moments, just almost 50 minutes before that time check muna tayo. It is now 12:45 na ng gabi
12:45.
Philippines time. And eto na po, we're going to Vietnam for the traditional New Year or Chinese New Year in Vietnam, which is what we call Tet Nguyen Dan. So,
Can you
short or in
can you
short,
show
Tet
some
po.
footage from there?
So,
While still available, or I might need to find the
so Tet is the
footage
most
for that.
important celebration in Vietnamese culture. Tet celebrates the arrival of spring, which is on the first day of the first Vietnamese unisolar month, and it will fall between late January and 20 February in the Gregorian calendar. So Tet is itself only means festival, but it would generally refer to the Lunar New Year in Vietnamese. It is often seen as the most important festival among Vietnamese and Vietnamese diaspora, with Trung Tu regarded as the second most important. Vietnamese people celebrate Tet annually, based on a unisolar calendar. Tet is generally celebrated on the same day as Chinese New Year. Ayun. So Tet is also an occasion for pilgrimages and family reunions. Celebrate set aside the trouble of the past hope for a better and happier upcoming new year. The festival can also be referred to as Oi Xuan in vernacular Vietnamese. Ayun. So, ang ginagawa ng mga Vietnamese during Tet, there are many traditional customs and preparations leading up to the Lunar New Year. The holiday is typically divided into two parts. The 2 weeks before the first day of the new year, which are the dedicated preparations, and the first 3 days of the new year, which focus on customs for welcoming and celebrate the new year. During that, people usually return home to be with their families from the 23rd day of the last lunar month to New Year's Eve. Many families begin the tradition of visiting their ancestral homeland to worship at the family altar or pay respect at their ancestral graves. They also clean and tend to the grave sites as a gesture of respect and remembrance. Although that is a national holiday celebrated across Vietnam, each region and religion observes it with its own unique customs and traditions. So, here in Tet, the first day reserved for immediate family. Children receive red envelope containing money from their elders. This tradition is called Mong Toi or Happy Age in the North region and Pishi in the South region. Usually, children wear with their new the traditional Tet greeting before wearing red clothing as it is associated with good luck. Ayun. So, ang decorations naman dito sa Vietnam doing that, traditionally, each family is cutting an artificial New Year tree consistently of a bamboo pole which is 5 to 6 meters or 60 to 20 feet long. The top end is usually decorated with many objects depending on the locality, including good luck charms, origami fish, cactus branches, and more. At that, every house is usually decorated by yellow okna blossoms, ohwamai in central and south, and peach blossoms of Wadao in southern, or mountain ebony waban in northwestern mountain areas. So may mga fruit and pwede naman mangnugwa or five fruit tray which is made for that. We have bananas, oranges, tangerines, pomelo, and a pineapple. Ayun. Ang mga kinakain naman sa Vietnam during na Chinese ay during Tiet is Bang Tet, Bang Chun, Bang Dai, Bang Kok Kwa, Ti Hot Beet, dried young bamboo shoot or Chang Mang, Jo, and Choi or sticky rice. Ayan. So pagdating naman sa greeting na, ito masasabi ng ating mga Vietnamese. Chok mong nang moy, van su du i, ang kang tinh bông, chúng hi pat tai, song lao tram toi, tuk ko doi dao, tiempo new nok. So itong ibig sabihin nun, song lang tram toi, live long for 100 years. Ang kang ting bong, security, good health, and prosperity. Van su ni ui, may think all your way. Tuk ko doi dao. Yang ang tan ui, be successful at work. Tenpo nu nuok, may money flow like water. Chung hi patay, congratulations, best wishes for a prosperous new year. Namoy tang boy, New Year, new triumphs. Offered in political speeches. Chok hai ang chong eat well, grow quick. Nam moi tang quang tien chuk. I wish for you to be promoted in the new year. Nang moi tuan ya bin an. I wish that the new year will bring health and peace to your family. Ayun lang. And when it comes to form of entertainment, may mga iba't ibang traditions ang Vietnam. Tulad ng Pao Qua Tong Qua, isang Vietnamese gambling game that involves using 3 dice. It is traditionally played during Tet. We also have Dan Du, a traditional game that often appears during Tet. Ayun.
I remember about the Vietnamese food that we have experienced. Recently, my aunt went there and tried their cuisine and tried their culture as well. They don't usually eat meaty food. Their usual food staples are vegetable and plant-based, which leads to the perception that Vietnamese eat healthier food compared to their neighbors in Southeast Asia. So there are some food that coming from there that were brought here to the Philippines. One of them is pork jerky, and I think we also explored some crunchy this is one crackers from there, and they all taste heavenly, though the jerky is a little spicy. They also explore the ambience and the culture there, especially in the capital city of Hanoi, where possibly it will be there the center of our Chinese New Year celebrations. That's now 8 minutes away from starting up in the locality of Vietnam, in Thailand, and other countries that are on UTC +7.
Ayun. So we have few more minutes left. We have 7 minutes na lang po, and we are going to celebrate Tet in Vietnam in UTC +7. So time po natin mga kaibigan, oras po natin 12:53 na po ng gabi, Philippine Standard Time. or 11:53 p.m. Vietnam time, UTC plus 7.
We're just waiting for some footage from the Vietnamese lands to come up so that we can see in closer detail their preparations for the Chinese New Year in their localities.
So later on, we are joining over with VTV. It is a Vietnam state TV network in Vietnam, which is later on they are showing a special presidential message followed by national anthem and a moment that we are seeing every Vietnam people who are celebrating that in just a few moments. We have 6 minutes na lang po mga kaibigan. Nakikita na po natin ang ating detalye na yun sa VTV na kung saan nasa song number na po ang ating mga kumakanta nagpa-perform na yon.
If I may add, this is a common feature that we have been observing since at least earlier during our coverage of about an hour ago. We have seen, say, groups of singers performing from our Chinese feed, especially the CCTV one, and I'm sure even North Korea would have such a pageantry too. But what we have seen here in the footage from Vietnam, it's much more relaxed compared to the People's Republic of China footage we've seen, where they're all still singing unity. They don't, however, need to be too stiff though. And when the clock strikes 12 o'clock, it's time for the commemoration for the homeland and a wish for prosperity and goodwill in the new lunar year of the horse. Which this might also be the reason why the presidential message and what is this one? Presidential message and national anthem has have occurred in similar localities like in North Korea and even in the Russian Federation. It's now
Yes.
we have now
4
4 minutes
minutes.
more to go till Chinese New Year in Vietnam.
So 4 minutes na lang po mga kaibigan. We have almost 4 minutes. And shout out pa rin po sa ating mga nanonood na yun right now on TV's official YouTube channel and also on Twitch. So good morning sa ating mga nanonood. Good morning! Ayun. So, mamaya marami pa tayong pag-usapan later on about Chinese New Year, and later on we are talk about different traditions of celebrating Chinese New Year around the world and how we are greeting them in Mandarin. Mamaya gagawin natin yan. Almost 3 minutes na lang po mga kaibigan before the Tet in Vietnam. So we have 3 minutes na lang po mga kaibigan. Okay. So, what to greet everyone a happy and prosperous Chinese New Year kahit saan man kayo lubalot ng mundo na nanonood na yun. Wishing you prosperity, good health, and a good luck, a fortune, and good fortune, more blessings, more prosperity for the year ahead. 2 minutes na lang po mga kaibigan. And maybe, eto na siguro yung mensahe ng ating Pangulo ng Vietnam. And after that, Vietnam is now going to celebrate Tet by way of singing the national anthem and jumping up to the New Year or Tet. We see the double shot ng mga lugar sa Vietnam. Let's take a look at the clock now. We have 70 seconds.
Thầy Tùng ạ, khi mà nhìn lại chặng đường đổi mới và phát triển của đất nước và thầy cũng đã trực tiếp chứng kiến và đi qua nhiều vị trí, thì đối với thầy, điều gì khiến cho thầy có thể cảm nhận thấy rõ nét nhất là đất
And we gone to 1 minute. Last 1 minute na po mga kaibigan. As Vietnam will welcoming ushering the Tet season.
10 năm đổi mới dưới sự lãnh đạo của Đảng, và với tôi thì ấn tượng sâu sắc nhất là ba cụm từ đổi mới tư duy.
Once again, happy Chinese New Year sa ating mga taga China, sa Taiwan, Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and kanina sa South Korea, which is what we call Yonol. 25 segundos na lang po mga kaibigan.
Lĩnh vực giáo dục nhiều năm thì đã cho tôi niềm tin rất lớn vào các bạn trẻ, và tôi rất mong là các bạn trong năm mới thì sẽ phát huy các điểm mạnh của mình, bước ra khỏi
Oo nga eh.
cái tâm thế tích
Oo
cực.
nga. Medyo malapit na po mag-alauna ng umaga.
Sức sáng tạo của mình để tạo ra các sản phẩm và đột phá để phát triển kinh tế xã hội đất nước. Và
5,
trong thời
4,
khắc này tôi nghĩ
3,
rất nhiều các bạn trẻ
2,
trên cả Việt
1.
Nam, khắp nơi trên thế giới cũng đang rất mong muốn là hướng về Tổ quốc, và cũng mong các bạn nhìn nhận đến cơ hội và quay trở về đất nước.
Thưa quý vị, chúng tôi rất xin lỗi phải ngắt lời khách mời, nhưng mà thời gian của chúng ta đang đếm ngược rồi.
Ten seconds in Vietnam. 4, 3, 2, 1. And Tet na po sa Vietnam. Here goes. Fireworks display. And here goes now the Vietnam National Anthem.
Have you seen those lights? Oh, it's now the start of the Chinese New Year in Vietnam. And that's quite in respect to their anthem.
Hey. Wait lang. Apologies for the interruption.
Thưa đồng bào, đồng chí, chiến sĩ cả nước và đồng bào ta ở nước ngoài.
And I agree that
tôi thân ái gửi tới đồng bào, đồng chí, chiến sĩ cả nước và đồng bào ta ở nước ngoài lời chúc năm mới an lành, mạnh khỏe và hạnh phúc. Tôi trân trọng gửi tới nhân dân, bạn bè quốc tế những lời chúc tốt đẹp nhất. Chúc một năm mới hòa bình, hạnh phúc và cùng phát triển. Năm Mất Tỵ 2025, đất nước ta đã đi qua một chặng đường ghi dấu nhiều sự kiện quan trọng, có ý nghĩa đặc biệt và đạt được nhiều thành tựu rất đáng tự hào. Đồng thời, cũng là một năm đất nước ta phải trải qua rất nhiều khó khăn thử thách với những biến động nhanh, phức tạp, khó lường của tình hình thế giới và khu vực, cùng những thiên tai khắc nghiệt gây tổn thất nặng nề, để lại nhiều đau thương, mất mát cho đồng bào ta. Bằng bản lĩnh kiên cường, ý chí tự lực, tự cường, toàn Đảng, toàn dân, toàn quân ta đã đoàn kết, chung sức đồng lòng, phát huy sức mạnh toàn dân tộc và sự giúp đỡ của bạn bè quốc tế. Chúng ta đã hoàn thành toàn bộ các mục tiêu chủ yếu đề ra với nhiều dấu ấn nổi bật. Độc lập, chủ quyền, thống nhất, toàn vẹn lãnh thổ, môi trường hòa bình được giữ vững, tăng trưởng kinh tế thuộc nhóm dẫn đầu thế giới, trở thành nước có thu nhập trung bình cao, an sinh xã hội được quan tâm chăm lo, chính trị xã hội ổn định, quốc phòng an ninh được giữ vững và tăng cường, đối ngoại hội nhập quốc tế được đẩy mạnh, vị thế uy tín của Việt Nam tiếp tục được nâng cao trên trường quốc tế, tạo nền tảng quan trọng để đất nước bước vào kỷ nguyên phát triển mới. Bước sang năm mới Bính Ngọ 2026, năm đầu tiên thực hiện nghị quyết đại hội lần thứ 14 của Đảng, với truyền thống yêu nước nồng nàn, tinh thần đoàn kết, ý chí kiên cường và khát vọng vươn lên mạnh mẽ, toàn Đảng, toàn dân, toàn quân ta sẽ tiếp tục đoàn kết, chung sức đồng lòng, tận dụng mọi thời cơ vận hội, vượt qua mọi khó khăn thách thức, phát huy mạnh mẽ tinh thần tự tin, tự chủ, tự lực, tự cường, tự hào dân tộc, không ngừng đổi mới sáng tạo, hành động quyết liệt để hiện thực hóa thành công mục tiêu xây dựng đất nước Việt Nam hòa bình, độc lập, dân chủ, giàu mạnh, phồn vinh, văn minh, hạnh phúc. Trong niềm vui đón chào mùa xuân mới, một lần nữa tôi chúc đồng bào, đồng chí, chiến sĩ cả nước và đồng bào ta ở nước ngoài năm mới, thắng lợi mới, thành công mới, dân tộc và nhân dân ta ngày càng thịnh vượng, có cuộc sống ấm no, tự do, hạnh phúc. Chào, thân ái và quyết thắng.
You just heard the president of Vietnam and the national anthem, as Vietnam had had joined on in Chinese New Year 2026, the year of the horse, with the live footage that you're seeing here on Ichi TV, live on Twitch and YouTube. So, of course, happy New Year to or happy Lunar and Chinese New Year to our friends in the UTC plus 7 time zone. Okay, yes. So, okay, so Wamp had told me to just read this for a while, since okay, there's just really something happening in there. So if you have seen the footages, okay, I know that. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna just check back at some Chinese traditions or Chinese New Year traditions outside the mainland China. If you have observed that just like the footages that we have seen earlier from from mainland China itself, from the Philippines, from Vietnam, and other countries that we have seen, there are a lot of celebrations either coinciding right now or being prepared in areas of significant overseas Chinese or Sinophone populations, especially in Southeast Asia, where we have observed that in three of our countries that include Singapore, Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Thailand, and even in Vietnam, as you have seen earlier in the footage. And it's also prominent beyond Asia, especially in Australia, Canada, France, Mauritius, New Zealand, Peru, South Africa, the United Kingdom, and the US and the other European countries. It has also influenced celebrations too, especially that this is also commonly referred to as the Lunar New Year coinciding with the new moon, okay? And that has inspired other celebrations like the Losar of Tibet, the Tet of Vietnam, Seollal of Korea, Japan's Shogatsu, and the Ryukyu New Year or Sbogachi in Okinawa. And as we have also observed from the words of the Singaporean Prime Minister, I think I have here, specifically this ongoing Lunar New Year celebration also coincides with the start of Ramadan for our brothers and sisters in the Muslim faith, in the Islamic faith. And I remember there are some words here from the website of Mothership saying this year's Chinese New Year is especially meaningful as it coincides with the beginning of Ramadan for Muslims, said Prime Minister Wong in his Chinese New Year video message. You can see in their account. Oh yes, and also on the next day, that's February 18, that is Ash Wednesday for Catholics. So before that, there's still a day before the, the Ash Wednesday for Catholics, though. I think that's Show Tuesday or something like that. Oh yes, Ash Wednesday and the start of Ramadan. So that's a whole month period of fasting and prayers for our brothers and sisters in the Muslim faith. Let us see some festivities here. Okay, so we have observed here that this many of our events, like especially the Chinese New Year's Eve in many countries, and it's not just observed in mainland China only. It's usually accompanied by a dinner feast. Ika nga, meron talagang salo-salo just at the evening of the Lunar New Year, just like what we have seen and observed in the footages earlier. And not just that, we have also seen Shilal and the visitation of many Sinophone and Chinese to temples to offer their prayers for their ancestors, for those who have gone before them. And we have also seen scenes from Binondo where the Chinese and Filipino culture abound, including the dragon dances, the the glutinous rice cakes or tikoys, round cakes, and Chinese ornamentals that supposedly bring good luck. Okay, so
I love
that's pretty much. Yes, Wump. Please carry on for our dear Wump.
So happy Tet sa ating mga taga-Vietnam who are celebrating Chinese Tet right now. By the way na kanina during the national anthem moment, we are apologize kung narinig niyo yung gabi na, tulog na, live during the national anthem moment. Pasensya na po, hindi na po talaga pag live, hindi talaga na-observe ng mga Pilipino karamihan ang Chinese New Year kasi tulog na. Kaya gano'n talaga pag live, mga di asahan lang.
But
And
hey,
we see,
we
I
just
watch this story
appreciate
right
the national
now.
anthem for what it is. that they
Yes.
entitled their national anthem marching song, which is quite, of course, appropriate for a country like Vietnam.
Yeah.
Although it's not much of a celebration, but more of a love for country. But this is a reminder that that it's the start and the end of the year. They will always remember the sacrifices of those gone before them, and to also honor and give some respect to their national symbols that they have long cherished for quite some time.
Yeah. So what a patriotic way to start Tet celebrations in Vietnam. Ayun. We're still seeing colorful fireworks as of now, and a lively performance.
I think I almost forgot I actually muted the en- the entire audio ever since let's observe then. Okay, this we are seeing some drone footage. Might not see this. This is drone footage from the localities of Vietnam putting out some fireworks from a specialized tower. And here goes a song number at this point.
So, as of now, ay, may fireworks pa rin. Galing ng naturang stage formation kasi diyan pa talaga sa may fountain ginanap yung Tet countdown.
They just seem a little creative with putting the stage all behind a fountain or a dancing fountain, which is something you have to consider safety when celebrating this event. Without safety, there can be no successful events, as it had happened in past years that there were some lunar or Chinese New Year festivities that gone wrong, even injuring the lives of those attending the event or breaking down properties that are supposed to be cherished for a long time. We have to always prioritize our safety when partaking in celebrations like these, because one mishap can happen to anyone. It can hurt you, and it could even make your family worried. That's why we have to be very careful when we are celebrating these events with potentially dangerous materials like firecrackers or so much food in your mouth.
Once again, happy Tet Po to our dear viewers here in Vietnam. So now, for our last topic for this special blast of Chinese New Year special, we will talk about different festivities na ginanap hindi lang sa China pati sa iba't ibang sulok ng mundo. Sa
Yes, well,
Korea,
I have
ginanap
discussed that earlier, right? But let's just have that expounded by Kuya Wamp.
sa una, sa Korea, we have Sholal. It is a traditional Korean festival and national holiday commemorating the first day of the lunar solar calendar. It is an important traditional holiday for ethnic Koreans. During this time, many Koreans would visit their family, perform ancestral rite, wear the hanbok, eat traditional food, and play traditional folk games. Sa Japan, ang tawag dito ay Shogatsu, an annual festival that takes place in Japan. Since 1873, the official Chinese New Year has been celebrated according to the Gregorian calendar on January 1. Before 1872, the Japanese New Year was celebrated on the first day of the year of the modern Tenpo calendar, the last official unisolar calendar before the Meiji period. Sa Taiwan naman, nagdiwan naman ang mismong Chinese New Year bilang sa agricultural calendar New Year. So it is Taiwan and the first Chinese Spring Festival in several cultural practices tradition and custom, despite both the celebrations being based on the traditional Chinese calendar. In Taiwan, Chinese New Year emphasizes honoring ancestors through elaborate rituals, including offering food and incense at home altars. Taiwanese families often prioritize local delicacies such as pineapple cakes and cuis, symbolizing prosperity and good fortune, while large firework displays are popular in some places. Taiwan tends to focus more on temple visits, lantern lighting ceremonies, and family reunions. In Taiwan, businesses traditionally open on the sixth day of the Chinese New Year, accompanied by firecrackers, and in the morning of the ninth day, traditionally any time between midnight and 7 a.m., Taiwanese households set up an altar table with 3 layers, and they also decorated with paper lanterns. And we have also the household then use 3 times and Koto's 9 lives to pay observance and wish them a long life. Sa Southeast Asia naman tayo, sa Malaysia, Chinese New Year's Eve is typically a half-day holiday in Malaysia, while Chinese New Year is a 2-day public holiday. Georgetown, a Chinese majority city, is known for its lively Chinese New Year celebrations that last until the Lantern Festival on the 15th day. Keklopsi, the largest Buddhist temple in Malaysia, is typically lit up through the festivities. So Hokkien households celebrate the Jade Emperor's birthday, known colloquially as the Hokkien New Year, on the ninth day with offerings. Additionally, often during the Lantern festivals, females throw orange at seafront locations such as the Atlantic and the hope of finding their partners. In Singapore, Chinese New Year is officially a two-day public holiday. It is accompanied by various festive activities. One of the main highlights of the Chinatown series in 2010. This includes a festive street bazaar, nightly stage shows in Greta Ayers Square, and a lion dance competition. At CNY Parade overflowed prominently in the celebration. Hopefully tomorrow, River Hong Bao, etc. Is that Carnival Street Parade in Singapore well known for colorful floats and a wide variety of cultural performances. Sa Indonesia, on the first day of the Chinese New Year recognized as a national holiday, the remaining 14 days are usually only celebrated by ethnic Chinese families. Chinese New Year follows the full system of Hong Sili or Kong Sili in Indonesia. It is Chinese New Year is officially named Tahun Baru Imlek. So, ayun. Sa Pilipinas naman, Chinese New Year is considered one of the important festivals of Chinese Filipinos, and the celebration has also extended for the majority non-Chinese Filipinos, especially since in 2012. Chinese New Year was included as a public non-working holiday in the Philippines. During this time of the year, the selling of or giving of decoy, especially by Chinese Filipinos, is widely known and practiced. Celebrations are centered primarily in Binondo in Manila, the oldest Chinatown in the world, with all celebrations taking place in key cities. In 2024, Manila celebrated the Spring Festival of the Wooden Dragon as well as the 430th anniversary of Manila Chinatown, featuring the Manila Chinatown Solidarity Float Parade along Manila Central Post Office in Lawson, Ermita, and Jones Bridge, led by Chinese Ambassador Huan Xilan, were the winners of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2023. It was preceded by Chinese New Year's Eve with the first incense offering at Binondo Church, a town prayer ritual with just six, including Chinese ancestor worship at Tier Saints of China altars in Binondo Chinese Province Church. At midnight, a 2-minute musical pyro trail at witnessed by 1.5 million Chinese Filipino and also Filipinos in Chinese-Filipino Friendship Bridge. Ayun. Ah, sorry for that. Yung pusa kasi. And also, pinagdiwan din ng Chinese New Year ay in India, Pakistan, and across the Africa, Australia, New Zealand, North America, especially in the US, and in Europe, like United Kingdom, Netherlands, and Hungary. So, ayun. Now, last to last talaga to, paano tayo mag-greet ng isang masayang Chinese New Year? Commonly, they are greeting them with the following. CNY or CNY. Ang ibig sabihin nito, Happy New Year. Secondly, Gong Si Fa Chai or Gong Si Fa Choi. Ang ibig sabihin naman po ito, congratulations and be prosperous. Ayun. So, may iba't ibang mga greetings din, such as, Chi Pang Tang, may you come to fill a hall. Das Hang Hong Tu, may you realize your ambitions. Yin Chu Jiefu, with you encounter happiness. One Chu Li, may all your wishes be fulfilled. Xing Yo Yu, may your happiness be without limit. Xiu Bao Ping An, may you feel and better that all is well. Even Wan Li, may a small investment bring 10 profit at marami pang iba. Ayun. And ayun. So, before we end our show, Marine, may hiling ka po ba sa ating mga nanonood sa
Whew. Okay, so that was around two or more than 2 hours of jam-packed Chinese New Year coverage from across East Asia, heading towards Vietnam. So that's headed to Central Southeast Asia. So if you have seen everything and heard everything, cherish them. You can even tune in back here on the stream of the Blast of 2026 Chinese New Year special here on Twitch and on YouTube. And if you do miss them, we will be uploading highlights for you guys from those sites that you've seen in the cold Silal to the joyous lights you've seen from Binondo in the Philippines, and the joyous strains of singers from China and Vietnam. All these that we have covered is just the beginning of the year of the horse of the Lunar New Year 2026. And of course, from all of us here at HETV, we all hope that you had a great Lunar New Year celebration wherever you are, and don't always forget to always share the joy, the good luck, and goodwill to everybody. It could even be a stranger or a family member. Make it possible all together while being united in luck and in joy together here in our bonds that we have seen earlier. We hope that the year of the horse be one that you will always remember.
Okay, so okay na. Thank you po, Marine, for that
You're always
message.
welcome.
And para naman po sa akin, gising na ba kayo lahat? Gising pa kayo? I hope nagising pa kayo. Nako po. Congratulations, you made it so far. So for me, ang wish ko for this year, full of lucky, full of prosperity, good fortune, good health, and more years ahead as we are celebrating the Chinese New Year. And may this year be good to all, lalo na sa mga nangyayari ngayon. Sana magiging maganda ang takbo ng taong 2026 para sa ating lahat. So, anyway, before we end, another thing, pangalawang na mag-host ng Blast Off coverage. You know, like last year, 2025, Blast Off Christmas 2025, and this year, Blast Off CNY 2026. Ayun. So, thank you, HTV, for having me here, and kay Marie sa atin na natulang Blast Off CNY 2026. Ay, malay nyo, may mga susunod pa mga Blast Off coverages. Especially, Blast Off 2027, malapit na po yan. Aabangan natin yan, mga kaibigan. So with that, para sa atin lahat, we will be wishing you a happy and a prosperous Lunar New Year. Hi, Sanman, wherever you are across the world. Gong Hei Fat Choi and Gong Shipat Choi to everyone. So with
What an
that,
incredible. Mhm. What an
yes,
incredible night it has been, welcoming the
yeah.
Lunar New Year together with joy, hope, and prosperity across the Asia Pacific and around the world. Right? That's it, Rump. Right? So we're
Okay, so
gonna spread our heartfelt thanks to our hardworking producers, operators, technical team, and of course you, Kuya Wamp, and yours truly at MR. That makes our celebration truly special. And your dedication, passion, even if it's just one, two, or even more than five, that just brought this spectacular event to life. And all our viewers watching from home and abroad, thanks for celebrating this meaningful moment with us. And may the year ahead bring happiness, good health, success, and endless blessings. We'll see you again next year for another unforgettable celebration. We want
salamat for joining us. This has been Kuya 150 and together with Marine, greeting everyone. Chú Daja, Mayin Shin Tayin. So for all of us here at Blast of 2026, Hong Hei Fat Choi, Gong Xi
joy,
Fan Fan, and
Sipashai,
Happy
happy
Chinese
Chinese
New Year.
New
Thank you
Year.
for watching the Blast of CNY 2026 and we see you on our another event of Blast Off. So once again, good morning.
Good morning!
Thanks for watching and to have a peaceful night. Good night, everyone.